came up from the bottom. Struggling, my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just want to see my people in power. Tell me how we gon' some people enslaved by their religion can't emancipate the fundamental principles. What I see through optics transform the wisdom. Watch me use my prophets, get them on the list, and I've been on the mission. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got fights.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Panthers going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the 4th and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Breeze to throw on second down. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Breeze finding Flainer for New Orleans first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
On second down, here's Breeze. Start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some space here. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And he'll lose yardage.
Predictable, but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down following the run. Newton now to throw. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Cam's going to run the option right. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, the run with Lynch. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Evades him at the 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it's up and good. Gano out to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Breeze now on first down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Breeze now on first down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why.
Breeze will try again on second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action here on first down. Left side and caught by Fleener. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And Hill with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll start on the ground with Lynn.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on second down is Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a first down throw for Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tim Williams able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Now he's flushed out left. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. On first down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Newton. And he hits his man, Matthews. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Newton on first down. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Breeze. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. Now Breeze again. Incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Again, it's Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
When we watch Drew Brees practice, the thing that always strikes us is after every throw he makes, he continues to go through his progressions. You know, so he gets that muscle memory. Okay, in a game, if I don't have this throw I just made, I might have this one, I might have that one. It's amazing. One of the reasons he's come out so hot today, he's already seen it happen.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Breeze now. 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They come out here in the eye.
Hey, easy. Easy, kill.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run again with Lynch. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Newton on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
2nd and 10. Again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Down. Funchess, 55 yards, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Gano out to kick this one away. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Cam's going to run the option right. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Carolina getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Ham's going to run the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A give. This is Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Easy. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They run it again with Kamara. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Now Breeze got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And get past the marker to pick up the 1st. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Able to avoid him. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. From the gun, Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Tim Williams from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Here's Newton now on second down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Lynch, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
20.
Second and goal to go now. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Brandon Cooks. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense needs something here on. Newton's going to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Newton to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On the give, this is Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down following the run.
20.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now it's Newton. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.